Hello, my fellow football manager. Welcome to my channel. And today we'll be talking about how to make FM enjoyable and fun to play again. So, um, as you all know, FM was actually cancelled. FM, that's FM25, and I know some of you will be having a hard time sticking to one particular game. No changes, no, just same good stuff. But today I will be telling you how to make the game enjoyable and or how to play it differently to build up that excitement. Um on that thing again, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment. Don't just glance and pass, just subscribe because by doing that you're pushing the channel up and higher and making it more seen. So basically just help the boy. Hey boy needs every single like, comment. Just help the boy build the channel for me and for others. So just help. Okay, that's that. Thanks in advance. Okay, to my first point. The first thing, if my first point, one of the first things you have to do when playing FM or starting a new save is develop a storyline. How do you develop a storyline? This is by setting goals and challenges for yourself. What are these challenges? Many of us know the challenge of building a nation. Building a nation is when you take a less reputable club or a club in a less reputable country and try to build the rank of that country from lower rank till the top or top 5, or depending on what you set for yourself, maybe top 10 or top 5. So that, and by doing that, you're helping the coefficients, UEFA coefficient of the club. And by doing that, that is depending if you are playing in the European League. And by doing that, if before those clubs were starting in the playoff doing Champions League qualifiers, they might have 3 spots or 4 spots depending on how long you play and how successful you are, and other clubs are. Another thing, you might decide to use homegrown players. You might decide to win all the continental cups in every single the continent. You might decide to use just homegrown or players produced by the club alone, depending on all what you have in mind. Just set a target for yourself. Like for me, one of the ways I play a very long save is that I think, like as you can see on my screen, 2038. I tend to use football manager. I tend to play football manager like it's a real life experience, in the sense that even if I lose or get my best player injured, I don't actually restart the game or anything. I just tend to play, and even if I get bored of the game, even if I get bored of a club, I just choose club. I just switch club to another club. I don't just start a new save. So, like, you can let me show you. As you can see, this is the club I'm using currently. Or you can set to use 5 managers, 4 managers. Just make the game. It's yours. It's a personal game. Make it fun the way you want it to be. As you can see, like myself, I have 3 different managers, but currently I'm using one, and the rest are on holiday. Okay, one is on holiday, and the other one is just on. It's still on holiday because I just said it. I'm kind of playing a director of football pattern there. I just set the formation, bring the coach manager that suits in the game of the formation. I'll play that same style, and doing transfer windows, I sign for the club, and then I move out. Or I go on holiday and doing come back doing transfer window again to check the results, see how good the manager has performed at the end of the season. If he's not performing well, I sack him and then bring a new manager. So that's just that. As you can see, like my current manager I'm using to play the game, Leo Gil. As you can see, I started in 2023 with Real San Bastian, that is Real Sociedad, till 2027. Then from there, I moved to Paris FC, then AS Roma, then Goringen, and then Bayern Leverkusen, who I'm with since 2033 till now. So that's 2038 now. So basically, just do what gives you fun. So on that point again, we'll be jumping to is personalize your own team. So how do you personalize your own team? You see, I have the editor here. You can try to create maybe new kits for yourself. Like what I do every season, I create a new kit for myself, for the team. And one of the things I tend to do when I'm choosing a new team or comes into consideration when I'm choosing a new team, I choose a team that I like their kit, and as well something a kit that I can actually change or fine tune their jersey as well, because it's just like using Chelsea. I don't think you can tune Chelsea because it's basically just blue throughout. So I don't think I can design the kits to suit myself. So that's just it. Um, to the third point, it's use mods. Using what are mods? Mods are like customized FM in the sense that it can give you a different layout or skin, or maybe if you didn't have Saudi Arabia or Qatar in your playable league, you can actually provide. You can get a mod that actually provide India, Indonesia, all those kind of leagues, lower unknown leagues or leagues that were not originally in FM. So another thing again, it's adjust difficulty. What is adjusting difficulty? Adjusting difficulty is just finding a balance between challenge and enjoyment. Because if you make it too hard for yourself, if you make it FM too hard for yourself, let's assume you decide to go to lower division and you end up losing 30 games, 40 games, 20 games in a season. You're not actually enjoying yourself, or you might not enjoy yourself, or you're trying to chop and change tactics and none of it is working for you. You might not enjoy yourself because that tactics you might be using in a lower division might actually work in a much higher division if you are actually using PSG or Arsenal, but it might not work with you using Stoke City in the championship or the kind of players you have. So another thing again is setting a challenge for yourself. So just what I mean is just try to balance between the challenge level and the enjoyment level. Don't make it too hard for yourself and don't make it too you can actually make it you can actually make it too challenging, but don't let it get to you in the sense that you end up losing and then it kills the fun of the game. So on that point again, we'll be jumping to is focus on a specific aspect. What aspect you want to focus? You want to focus on youth development, tactics, or player relationship. Like you can see, if you look at my manager, you'll see this is known for signing younger players for the future. Avoiding players approaching the second half of their careers. So you can see I'm someone that actually signs younger players, but actually recently I've been signing players in their 30s, 31, just to maintain balance between experience and youth, and as well as also sometimes I've signed them as second squad players in the sense like a backup goalkeeper, like a defender, backup midfielder, backup winger. Actually, I rarely sign a backup winger. I tend to sign up a backup striker. Why? Because all these set of players won't actually complain for playing time. They're just okay coming in occasionally or during the second half of the game. So that's just it. And on that thing again, under this aspect is you can decide what kind of tactics you want to play. 3D, you can decide if you want to be changing tactics every single season or every year or what have you, or maybe just using one. If you're using like I have I have three sets of managers here. All three sets of managers actually play different style of football. Like the current one I'm using actually plays a 4-3 at the back, a 3-5, a 3-5-1, 1-1 or something like that. The other plays a 4-3-3, the other plays a 4-2-3-1. So that's just it. So the most important points that we'll be getting into is take breaks. How do you take breaks? Just take breaks to avoid burnout. Because whenever you see that you're getting tired of the game, just take a break. Like myself, I actually got to a point where I wanted to leave Leverkusen. That was 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, where they had a very bad season. So I just thought maybe I was fed up, kind of. I thought I was fed up. That was 2036, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this was my poorest result since I joined Bayern Leverkusen. Like you can see, second, sure. But in 2036, I had my lowest set of points, which was 70. Lost 8 games. And so I thought, went out from the cup, Pokal Cup early, enter from Champions League in the playoff. So I thought maybe, and at the playoff, it was not just any team. It was a very minor team. I think it should be, compared to strength wise, I think it should be Porto. Compared to strength wise, Porto was not supposed to even beat my team, but they beat us home and away. So that's that. Okay. So to avoid burnouts, just take a break. And actually, I left at the end of the season because I tend to leave every club that I manage at the end of the season, or even if I leave middle of the season, I don't pick up any other club. I just move to the next. I just go on holiday, and then at the end of the season I come back and pick a club of my choice. Um and that way I tend to use editor in the sense that I just automatically move myself to the club, and then maybe if the manager is actually a good manager that was managing the club, I tend to pick him and put him in a different better team. But usually I usually don't choose big teams or tend to go to a team that is actually having a manager. I tend to move to a club that has actually sacked their manager at the end of the season or midway through the season. So the final point is reflect on your progress. Identify by reflecting on your progress, you tend to make marginal gains. In the sense, by reflecting on your progress, you might learn what tactics work for you, what style of football doesn't work for you, where you need to understand or grow in the analysis aspect or in tactical aspect. So that's just basically it. So by doing all this, these are the ways I tend to make FM enjoyable for myself, and I hope you might have your own way or have your own other ideas or ideas you can add. So, but this for me, this is how I tend to make FM enjoyable for me. Thanks very much for staying through and watching. Watch out for my next video. I think the next video we'll be talking about more tactics. This time around, and I'm considering a wide range of other tactics. But for now, please like, subscribe, comment. Just basically help the boy. Just help the boy.